If you are still not using sound effects in your videos, you are missing out on massive potential to go viral. But don't worry, it is now easier than ever to create custom sound effects with AI for every scenario you can think of. ElevenLabs is by far the best and easiest AI tool to do that. Have a look at the following clip, which is part of my complete ElevenLabs masterclass inside my free Skool community. This short clip shows you exactly how to generate professional AI sound effects.
Inside the Sound Effects tab, we have the ability to create unique sound effects from scratch. Unlike the regular text-to-voice editor, where we would usually write a detailed script, here we simply describe the desired sound effect using a simple prompt. ElevenLabs provides us with a few helpful examples to help us get started. Let's select one of these prompts and see the results. After we generate our sound effect, the history section will appear, giving us 4 distinct variations based on our initial description. We can click here to play the sound and here to download it directly. Let's take a moment to listen to these results now. As you can hear, some of the results turned out well, while others didn't match our description at all. But in addition to the text prompt, we still have a few settings we can adjust. With this slider, we can specify the duration of the sound effect, or alternatively, we can allow ElevenLabs to automatically determine the best length. In general, for shorter or simpler sounds, selecting the automatic duration usually provides the best results. Prompts for simple sound effects could be something like dog barking, footsteps in snow, or police siren. For more complex or longer sound effects, manually setting the duration tends to give us better results. Although it might take some experimentation, as the ideal length can vary depending on the specific sound we're aiming for. Another essential setting we have available is called Prompt Influence. This slider ranges from 0 to 100 and determines how closely the AI follows our original prompt versus how much creative freedom it has. Sliding it towards the left gives the AI more creative freedom, which often leads to sounds that include audio elements which were not explicitly mentioned in the original prompt but are still seen as relevant by the AI. On the other hand, sliding it towards the right instructs ElevenLabs to strictly follow our prompt, ensuring that the resulting sound closely matches our description. This will also cause the 4 variations to sound very similar. The best way to work inside the Sound Effects tab is to keep our prompts simple and straightforward.
Let's try this out with the sound of a cat. This example was suggested by someone from my free Skool community. We support each other in AI content creation daily. To join now for free, just follow the link in the description and click on Join Group. Alright, back to the example.
As an example, let's try generating the sound of a meowing cat. We could simply use the prompt cat and see if the AI correctly associates the word cat with the typical meowing sound. Alternatively, we could use the prompt meowing cat or describe the action itself by writing cat making a meowing sound. Lastly, we could use meow as a prompt which directly represents the sound we're looking for. Even though each of these prompts uses a different approach, we should still get fairly similar results. Let's listen to the samples for each prompt. Although we've encountered minor issues with some of our examples, overall, the different approaches we used to describe the sound we wanted worked well. Our main takeaway from this should be that the best method for working with this tool is to keep prompts simple and clear, providing just enough detail to produce the exact sound we're looking for. In my experience, adding too much context tends to overwhelm and confuse the AI rather than improve the results. Let's consider this prompt as an example. A cat meowing next to a waterfall, jungle sounds in the background. As you can hear, the results are quite poor. A more effective way to approach this issue is by breaking the prompt down into clearly structured steps. Structuring prompts in this way typically helps generate better sound effects. However, it's important to note that this structured method works best for sounds that naturally occur in sequence. To help the AI understand the sequence clearly, we separate individual sounds using commas and connecting words like then or followed by. Let's look at some examples. Here we have the prompt, footsteps on gravel, followed by a wooden door opening. Okay, let's try another one. A sword being drawn, then clashing with another blade. While these results weren't great either, using this structured method tends to help generate sound effects more effectively. But as I mentioned earlier, this tool simply can't yet handle multiple sound effects inside one sample. You might get lucky sometimes and get decent results, but we aim to rely on our skills rather than luck. A better and more reliable approach would be to prompt each sound effect individually and later combine them using CapCut. This allows ElevenLabs to concentrate on generating high-quality individual sound effects. For example, first, we prompt a cat meowing, then separately waterfall, and finally, jungle sounds. Afterwards, we combine these separate audio clips together in CapCut to get the sound effect we want. The final result could sound something like this.
If you found this video valuable, consider liking and subscribing. Tell me in the comments what AI topic you want me to cover next. I'm looking forward to connect with you inside my free Skool community.